What's up, collective? Welcome to my channel, Isis Reads. I hope you guys are doing well. We're going to go ahead and clear the energy. Divine Holy Spirit, Holy Angels of the highest white light. What messages do you have for the collective? Allow no evil forces to manipulate this reading. Please and thank you. All right. Ooh, sage. It's like medicine to me, y'all. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And I wonder, like, what is my DNA makeup? Because sage is like medicine to me. And it's like an oxygen mask. So it's like, do that mean that I'm under a lot of warfare? Or what's going on with my energy? Because when I sage, it just feels like, all right. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the overall energy of the message. You guys, don't forget to hit that like, share, subscribe button. For those of you who have, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. Holy Spirit bless you times 10 for showing your support, because it goes a long way. All right, Holy Spirit, keep me grounded as I deliver this message throughout this message. All right. Okay, somebody want me to get on camera. My phone just turned around. I wasn't trying to get on camera. Hey. All right, so let's see. Divine Holy Spirit. So between the lines, looks for what's hidden, sweet admirer. So somebody can have an admirer. Somebody could like you here, but they may not be, coming off like they like you. So you may have to read between the lines. The signs are there. You just have to see them. Okay? Somebody sees that you're not happy. Okay? Or they may not be happy. You're not in bliss. Okay? There could be a shapeshifter here. Maybe they feel like this is why your energy is fluctuating. Maybe you could be a shapeshifter. 1 minute, your energy fluctuates. They could know this because you're not happy or something like that. Let's see. Thank you, Divine Holy Spirit. Angels of the highest white lights. All right, yeah. Freedom, surrender. So somebody here could be imprisoned. They're not free. They're not surrendering, okay? Because they could think that somebody has cheated or broken their trust. Or somebody here is cheating. There's broken trust. There's an enemy here. Somebody here does not want to reconcile with somebody or rebuild a marriage. Okay, there's an enemy here. Watch your back. Okay. Single, not in a relationship. So somebody could be single. And I don't know how you could be single and married, but yeah. So romantic feelings. Somebody here does not have romantic feelings for someone. They're single. All right. Divine timing. You guys may have not had sex. Okay, sex, good time in reverse. Yeah, divine timing, believing in the right timing. So in divine timing, this energy may shift, you guys. Yeah. I hope that you're on your way. All right, let's see. Give me one more. Two more. Intimacy, silence. So somebody wants to talk about having intimacy with you. Okay, bonding. You guys may not have romantic feelings for each other, or there may not be any display of romantic feelings, but somebody wants to talk about that. Okay. Wow. Okay. Let's see what's in the cards. Let's see. Yeah. Oh. So this one's supposed to be in here. Let's see what it is. Meditation. So somebody could be meditating, or they could need to meditate. Somebody could be two-faced. I don't know. I saw that in a bit. So, Spirit, what is this regarding? Okay, somebody here has no filter about what they say, and this could be a wake-up call to somebody else or whatever. Someone here has not learned their lesson in something, so there's going to be divine intervention. Wow, or somebody ain't learned their lesson, so the divine is interfering, okay, to get them to learn. Okay, somebody could also be interrupted a relationship here. That could be the case. So divine is getting in because somebody is bothered, okay, that they have not had a payday. Okay. Somebody could have a side piece. And this could have broke the connection here. Because we have unbreakable in reverse. Yeah, somebody was breadcrumbing someone here. They had a side piece. Okay, fake flex. Okay, somebody was actually flexing out here. Somebody can flex. They got a secret admirer. Somebody's crushing on you, collective, or you could be the secret admirer that's crushing on somebody. So, and whoever this secret admirer is, they could think that you're a flex, or this is somebody that's a flex that like you here. But there are no breaking of generational cycles or curses here. Divine timing in reverse. Yeah. There's a karmic cycle here that's ongoing. It has not been broken. Somebody could not have a soul contract. Okay. They won't let that, they won't let something go. I don't know what this is. Okay. Bounce back. They haven't bounced back. Okay. Somebody may not be texting or reaching out to someone here. Somebody here does not have a poker face. They in their feelings. Okay. They could know that they were a toxic lover, or this is a toxic love. Somebody knows that they did not come off like they appear. They're Photoshop, fake perfection here. Somebody was faking the funk like they were perfect, or whatever this is here. Overnight success in reverse. Yeah, this didn't work out. Whatever they were faking, somebody may not have looked. Maybe you met this person in person. They may not have looked how they looked online, or whatever pictures they sent you. Whatever this is here. Repeating patterns. Somebody here is not repeating the pattern. There's going to be some type of payback because someone could be going on a blind date. Okay, but they're not going to have a glow up. They're going to be booked and busy, and they're not triggered. This isn't even making sense. Self-made. I don't know what this is about. Seems like it's scattered. But somebody here does not have closure as to why there was no overnight success in the situation. There is a secret admirer here. Me versus me in reverse. So you don't need to do, somebody here don't need to do no self-healing, or, they're good. They are the best version of themselves, as best as they could be here. Whether this is a secret admirer or this is you. But somebody definitely has a secret admirer. I don't know what's going on here, you guys. To be quite honest, I don't know. Alright, let's see. What is the energy? Okay, so somebody could think that you are being manipulative, whether this is you, collective, or somebody you're connected to. They have outdated beliefs. You're not being manipulative. Whoever this is, maybe you were at some point, or maybe they were at some point, but they are not now. Like, somebody here is not being manipulative. Okay, Magician card in reverse, Ace of Wands in reverse. Or this could be saying somebody could be manipulative and they're moving forward with it. This could be a Leo here. They could be manipulative. This is somebody here who does not heal themselves properly in the way that they should heal themselves. We got the Three of Swords in reverse. They heal from being manipulative, and this ain't working out well for them. Three of Pentacles in reverse. They manipulative. They didn't cause some type of chaos, Temperance in reverse. This person could have been an earth angel. Maybe they've fallen from grace. Yeah, they're a King of Cups in reverse. This Leo or whoever this person is that's at the center of the reading, they are manipulative. They have outdated beliefs, so it causes them to be manipulative. They could have fallen from grace because they're not in their heart chakra. They're a King of Cups in reverse. They're kind of cold-hearted. Wow, everything that I said is the truth. Ace of Swords. When they come out, that's God. Like, yeah, she said what she said. And I'm backing it up. Okay, the truth of the matter is there's no competition here. Somebody could have got defeated. And they're like, who next? That's what the Five of Swords in reverse is giving me. Somebody could also desire to reconcile with you. Okay, make amends, desire to forgive here. But I feel like, somebody done whoop somebody's ass, whether spiritually or physically here. And they like, who next? Because I got energy. I got time today with this Two of Pentacles here. They got time today. Something like that here. But somebody also could be juggling past resentment. They could want to reconcile. Somebody here could have showed up as an Emperor in reverse. They could be stalking or obsessing here. Page of Cups, maybe this person wants to apologize. Okay, they didn't took some type of loss being in this energy here. They currently could be juggling this energy. They're cold-hearted. I don't know why they're afraid to open their heart, but they, you know, they're King of Cups in reverse. Page of Cups. I don't know why this Page of Cups is here. Maybe they want to apologize, creative opportunities, intuitive messages, curiosity, possibility, happy surprise, dreamer, sensitivity, new love. So maybe this person wants to show favor. I don't know why the Page of Cups is here. Also, what I'm getting is this person could have a child that they're not taking care of. They're not giving equal give and take to. And that's right, I guess. Knight of Wands. This is going well for them. Queen of Swords. Yeah, maybe they were told not to do this. I don't know. The Fool card in reverse. I don't know what this is about, but somebody here did not take a risk. They could be listening to a Queen of Swords in the upright. They have not taken a risk, so therefore there's no new beginning in love. Or Ace of Cups in reverse with a Virgo. Could be a Virgo here. Or somebody has the inner knowing, like, you know, there can't be no new beginning because you went and took a risk with me. Okay? Somebody here is expecting, waiting to receive some type of apology. Page of Cups. Yeah, they're waiting to receive some type of apology or some type of, you know, small gesture for the Page of Cups here. There could be delays, blockages to this. What is this Page of Cups? Dysfunctional family dynamic. King of Pentacles in reverse. Or somebody could have had a child here. They were receiving, they received a child here. Preparation, progress, foresight, enterprise. Somebody could have known that they had a baby on the way. This is a dysfunctional family dynamic. They could be exhausted from this. They don't feel like they're solid with what's going on here. Yeah, they could be connected to a Queen of Wands here who they have not ended things with that they could be holding back from. Yeah, but whatever the situation is, it's not their wish fulfillment. There has not been a significant change in their life. There has not been a tower. This person has not received karma. Tower comes out in reverse. And it could be because this person is holding this in. Whatever they got to confess or, you know, admit, that is the tower. This person got a tower inside of them. They have repressed emotions, repressed feelings. So once they start letting this shit out and speaking what they need to speak and confessing, that's going to be a tower to everybody involved. But right now, this person could be holding their tongue, like, you know, so the tower has not hit, significant changes has not happened because somebody is holding this tower in. They are walking tower or walking change, and they're holding it in. Yeah. There could be some type of illusions, the fact that somebody is holding back. They really not holding back. There's just illusions here. Even though you could have broken up with this person, I don't feel like they ever held back from you. You misjudged this. Somebody misjudged someone. This person was a cheater. They now know that that was wrong for, you know, being promiscuous or stepping out of the relationship. Justice card in reverse. Yeah. They could want to come in and take you out on a date, or they went and took somebody on a date. This person could be the Dark High Priestess here that they took out on a date. Somebody that do spell work, secrets, harm, hidden agenda, disconnected from intuition, withdrawn, silent, selfish. Yeah, this was a dark, nasty energy they went and gave love to here. Okay? Now this person wants to guard their plans, their decisions here. Yeah, from a devil here. Capricorn energy. Who could have betrayed somebody in the past, but you know, it's only up from here. You feel me? Yeah, there was definitely some type of betrayal in the past with this devil. It has something to do with a blessing, some type of financial breakthrough, or Ace of Pentacles energy that was slowly coming towards somebody here. And now someone here is stressed out because they know there's unresolved issues with the World card, and they know that they have not really locked shit in, okay? Somebody here is just not picking up the burden for something, and it's causing delays. Okay? Someone also could be misjudging the fact that someone is a karmic lover. They are not a karmic lover. Or maybe you misjudged this person. They misjudged you. They thought you were karmic. Y'all are not karmics. Y'all just had to do shadow work and healing. Okay? Y'all are not karmic lovers to each other. Okay? Virgo could be a Virgo who they thought was a karmic lover. Somebody misjudged you. Okay? Or you could have misjudged them. That was a complete injustice. You're not a karmic lover to them. They were just unenlightened to who you are. They could have thought that you were Queen of Wands in reverse, some type of Jezebel here. And this is one reason why they did not want to communicate with you. This could be one reason why they blocked you, if you were blocked. One reason why they didn't want to make moves towards you. Whatever this is here. All right, you were confused. Somebody could be confused about not missing an opportunity here. And I feel like, you know, that's the way the divine wants it. Okay, I don't know why this Queen of Wands in reverse. Or this could be a whole other person that's sitting for you. So whatever confusion that you're going through, this is meant to happen, okay? We ain't gonna be, yeah, that's all what I said. That's a good investment to your destiny here. This is the way the divine wants it, okay? Trust the unknown. Okay? Because somebody could, you know, need to make a decision. Somebody knows that they made a low vibrational decision that could possibly cost them a lot. They were not sad and regretful about this at first here. Okay, somebody could also be discovering that, you know, somebody could also be discovering that you're in poverty, or that someone here is in poverty, dark side of wealth, financial failure or loss, fleeting success, lack of stability, lack of resources. Somebody is slowly investigating what's going on here, okay? And they could be disappointed by what they're finding out. They could be walking away from this here, or they want to, you know, want you to walk away from this. This is you that's in this energy here. This is good news. I feel like somebody is recognizing what's happening here. Okay, and you know, now somebody could be in jail or imprisonment, feeling hopeless, negative self-talk. That's low vibrational energy. Somebody could be married or have some type of stability here. Yeah. Somebody here is completely unhappy with what's going on. Yeah. Yeah, somebody here has a marriage or some type of stability, celebration, joy, harmony, marriage, home, community, homecoming, traveling. Yeah, somebody has a blessing here that they're unenlightened to, okay? Somebody's trying to steal this from them, though. Seven of Swords. This is their destiny. Somebody's trying to steal their destiny, steal their good luck and good fortune here. But we see the King of Swords is here. They see this here. They're like, no, you're not going to have to fight, okay? You my wife or some shit like that. You're not going to have to fight. You my wife. But there could be some delays or something like that here because there's a third party involved. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Somebody could have betrayed you with a third party here. Yeah. Somebody could feel a way about this third party, but they have not, you know, said this. Nine of Wands in reverse. There is a third party here. Oh, yeah. 3 bitches. 3 bitches on this card. And this hoe is cold-hearted, wicked, evil, mean. They're Queen of Cups in reverse. This could be a past life family member, friend, or enemy here with the 6 of Cups. But, you know, whatever work that they're doing, it's not working. It's not working. So somebody's rushing in, telling them, like, you know, you ain't shit. The King of Swords telling, like, bitch, you ain't shit. You cause blockages, delays, all kind of shit. They rushing in telling, like, you a piece of shit. You a 9 of Pentacles in reverse. You caused all kind of blockages, delays. This is what this King of Swords is saying. Authority figure, this could be somebody's higher self that's saying this. Okay, and they have not ended things out with this Jezebel, this Queen of Wands here that everybody knows about. Somebody know the facts about this whole. They got the facts, the receipts on this person here. How they were non-committal to an Empress. Hierophant energy in reverse. They also could have thought this Empress wasn't a big stepper. Yeah, this third party thought this Empress wasn't chosen. They thought they wasn't shit. They whole Empress, bitch. They have a crown. Okay, and this is your energy. Yeah, they caused delays with the third party. They were dealing with the Empress. All right, now somebody is guarding the fact that they were unsolid. Okay, they're moving forward peacefully with this because you could have them blocked. They could have you blocked, or there's some type of blockage. So yeah, somebody trying to get you locked up or feeling hopeless and all of this shit because they know what blessings you got waiting on you. So they like, bitch, you gonna be locked up, or you know, if before you get that, they're a hater. They're a motherfucking hater. And this is somebody that your person dealt with. We already said freedom in reverse. They don't want you to be free. They want you to be locked up some motherfucking where. Who? An enemy that does not want you to reconcile with your person. Yep, this whole jealous. Jealous much? Yeah, she's jealous. See what type of spell work this hoe done did. You sit your raggedy ass down. For one, maybe you'd rather not be married to this person because you feel like, shit, if I wasn't married to you, I wouldn't be going through the spiritual warfare. This bitch would want to attack me if you didn't want to marry me. This is why she attacking me. Confirmation. Yeah, you're being attacked because somebody wants marriage with you and not them. Black cats. So, but they lying saying that they ain't doing no type of magic. We got Black Cat in reverse, but we got Miss Chief. This bitch acting like she ain't doing no magic, but she is. Yeah. Third harvest. It shows because you don't got your inheritance, bitch. You clearly doing magic. Where my inheritance at? Third harvest. Where's my bounce back, bitch? Where's my Phoenix rising energy? Third harvest to me talks about, you know, losing it all and getting it back 10 times more. You ain't did that. So explain to me why how you not doing black magic, bitch. They saying that they ain't doing candle magic here. But I feel like this person's a wolf in sheep's clothing. You can have an animal spirit of a wolf, or you can have a, you know, animal spirit guide as a wolf here. Yeah, this person's a wolf in sheep's clothing, though. They do magic, dark magic. They be lying about doing magic on people. Wow. Greet the darkness. Okay, you could be speaking out. Somebody could be speaking out. You're not going to greet any darkness. Okay, you could actually be shattering illusions because you're speaking out. Okay, you have not had a transformation here, or somebody has not had a transformation because they don't believe in crystal and herbs. They don't believe that they need sage. They don't believe that they need crystals. So they have not had some type of transformation because they don't even believe in their spirit guides and their practice. Okay. Somebody here, you know, if they don't work on their altar, they don't practice their spirituality, they could possibly pass away. Graveyard. Yeah. I feel like this is a life or death situation. Somebody has to be very spiritual and has to be very awakened that they are different. You are a spiritual divine being. You need crystals. You need herbs. Okay? And if you don't go to your altar, somebody here is probably supposed to have some type of altar. They don't do hoodoo voodoo. They're a worker of God. This is somebody here that can go and petition to God on somebody else's behalf. They're supposed to have an altar. Okay? And if they don't practice here, you know, that's them rejecting their calling. And then on this tombstone, it says, dearest wife and mother. So this could be a feminine energy here. Beloved daughter. This could be a feminine energy here, man. So somebody's ancestors is here. Like, yeah, you need to lock in with us because these motherfuckers on one. Yeah, rooted in reverse. Somebody here, you know, their ancestors letting them know you're not rooted, you're not bound to anything, but you definitely need to lock in with us so we can ensure your safety here. Nature spirits, okay? So you can have a connection to nature spirits. On your toes, twirl and twirl until you're ready to take flight. They arrive in the winds beneath your wings and speak through the swaying tree. So the ancestors could be speaking through you. They could be speaking through you. Are they speaking to you? Okay, maybe you need to go out in nature. They're all of the ancestors are the nature spirits. They are the trees. They are the leaves. You know, we are dust. You know, before God created we were from the earth. So when we die, we return back to that. So they are the trees. They are the grass. That's one thing that they want to let you know. That's them. Okay, but we do have elements in reverse. Coming of winter, seduction. There could be somebody here that's not aware of the elements. Okay? They work their magic through seduction and dark magic. This person, they're a wolf in sheep's clothing. Oh, Lord Jesus. Yeah, you can see past the veil. You can see past the veil and you know things are not going to get cold for you. You could possibly be married here. Okay? But this is invoking some type of banshee. Some type of witch. You could be a white witch. Okay? I don't know if you being married is what's invoking this banshee to attack somebody, or you being married is like a banshee to everybody else who, I don't know. What dreams may come from what you seek? Make room, make way. A clearing need be. Heed my warning, dear child, for what I hold is far from unsung lullaby. Swallow a nail and you can expect bleeding from within. So yeah, somebody needs to release something. They're gonna have some type of banshee on their ass here. Cause somebody here is a white witch. This other person could be a dark witch. They both could have abilities or whatever. So light versus dark type of energy here. Somebody is also not following their intuition about, you know, the underworld, the darkness, what they may not even know what they're tapping into, whoever this dark person is. The elders like, you don't even know what the fuck you doing. I don't know who doing this black magic here, but they have no awareness of the underworld and that this shit actually exists, and they're going to have to, because now, maybe the elders of the underworld is looking at this motherfucker like, you won't even know what you're doing. Yeah. They could be looking at this shit like, what? Yeah, reflection. Be wary of things you believe to see with eyes wide shut, for they are mirrors of the mad and truth only spoken with a bleeding tongue. So yeah, somebody here could be reflecting on what was said, what somebody said here. And they're like, we know they ain't a frog. Okay, but so I feel like somebody doing some type of dark magic on somebody and they don't know that this is connected to the underworld, and whoever these elders are, these guys, these deities or whatever they are that are from the underworld, they is reflecting on what was said about somebody that is not a frog. They know who this person is. You know, they know who this person is. They could be a tarot reader, divination. They practice divination. They're speaking. They know that this person is abundant. Yeah. And they know that somebody here has been deceptive, speaking on their name, been doing, ooh, somebody finna get their ass ripped up, honey. Because somebody here is a powerful worker. Even the underworld, the elders in the underworld knows this person that they're call themselves doing this black magic on. They know who they are. And they looking into it like, so you was talking shit about them? You could have possibly been doing word magic on them. They know what the fuck is going on here. Ooh, y'all. Some told me to get these cards. Yes, they know that this person's on a journey. They on their journey. They don't do rituals. We know they don't do dark magic. Because the shit, they ain't came and asked us shit. They ain't been in our energy playing around. They know that whoever this person that was being attacked by this dark magic from this other person, they know that this person is pure. They know that they are divine. They know. They know that they're on a journey, and they know that they have not done any rituals against anybody. Ooh. Somebody here in trouble for playing in that dark magic, because somebody here is abundant, and somebody here with the web to weave they can't get out of. What a wild web we weave when we deceive. Dear child, a delicious mystery is untamed here. So somebody here is, somebody could be a tarot reader. They're speaking this, okay? They're speaking on these witches with these doing black magic on them. And they don't even know who the fuck they dealing with. Because the dark forces, they know this person. The elders know who they are. Wow. They're like, nah, they don't even tap into that. Maybe this person has some type of alliance to the underworld too, but they know who they are. They know that they're abundant. They know that they have not did any rituals. They didn't say that they ain't doing no rituals. They're talking, even as they're speaking. They're like, bitch, they ain't doing no rituals. They doing what they called to do. Even the dark forces is defending this person. So whoever was playing around in this dark force energy, doing this magic on this person, they is about to turn on your ass. Because you don't know what you was even tapping into. They finna get on somebody's ass here. Wow. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. So elements. And this could be a commoner. This could be somebody here that's not even tapped into the elements. Remember to feel the warmth pulsing through her womb. You are a child of mother. True harmony awaits you. Nah. They know that this person has been causing strife in your life. And been acting like they ain't been doing no black magic. Yeah, they know that this person has been, what I said, dark moon. They know that you have not been being favored here. You are not somebody that falls for temptation. So you're going through a rebirth. Yeah, this person's acting like they weren't doing no damn magic here. What I said, dark moon, yes they were. Yes they were. They was doing magic. Oh my God. And magic could just be, you know, being malicious to somebody. Talking down on somebody. Knowing that what you saying ain't true. Okay? They could be saying that you ain't a white witch. You are a witch. If you saying that you ain't a witch, you're being mischievous. You are a witch, but you a good one. Yeah, because this fell on the floor in reverse. That's mischievous to say that you don't have power. You do. And the dark forces, the elders of the dark forces, that's like, you know, they know who you are. Yeah, they know who you are. Wow. Wow. The dark forces know who you are. They fuck with you. And they like, who fucking with her? The audacity here. So you could be somebody here that has an affinity for potions and spells. Maybe you can create elixirs, healing, a pinch of this, a dash of that. Be sure before you call. Okay, yeah, so you have a connection to the angels to where you can call them and they help you make some type of elixirs. Whatever potions and spells you do, they help you do that. Wow, this is beautiful. Somebody could have not known this about themselves. You're not rooted here, okay? But we have healer in reverse. I don't know why healer is in reverse. May you never hear the living. Ritual is magic. Merge within the roots of your being, the soul of your soul. Y'all, I know I'm some type of special because how I can read upside down. Who else can read upside down? I read this upside down. That's crazy. But yeah, let's see here. May you never fear the living ritual that is magic merged within the roots of your being, the soul of your soul. May you never tear the living ritual. Okay. Yeah, somebody could have also did some type of ritual on you. Could have poisoned you with some type of potions and spells also. They could have did a lot of things too. You could have been a healer, but something got tore within you. But this invoked your protection here. So somebody could have did some type of witchcraft on you to stop you from being some type of healer, to take away your gifts. You could have been a healer, but now you could be needing some type of healing. This invoked your protection. This woke your ancestors up. You could even have ancestors that's in the underworld too. This done woke them the fuck up. They realized somebody was being mischievous. Like, what the fuck? My baby is a healer. What you mean they ain't no healer no more? They did what? Somebody did some type of ritual on you. And here's an invoked fierce protection. Yeah. Because these people were being mischievous. Okay? And they got the right one. Owl, because your ancestors is wise. They know who asked to go kick honey. Yes, they do. And you didn't even have to call them. They just showed up. They knew something was off with your energy. Wow. Yes. Call upon the voices that stir your senses through the night. Cast and unforget. Yeah, you ain't even cry for help. You ain't even call for help. You may not even know this was done, but they know and they on somebody's ass. They finna give you a rebirth here. Okay? You're finna go through a rebirth. Like I said, you can have a wolf spirit or, yeah, you can have a wolf animal spirit. I remember one day I was sitting in the house and I just heard a wolf howling in my damn house. I literally heard a wolf howling. I'm like, what the hell? So you could definitely have a affinity for wolves, or you could be connected to Native American ancestry. But this is where you get this from. This where you get your healing, your witch energy from. Yeah. You read tarot cards and things like that. Divination. Yeah. Crystals and herbs. In reverse, coming of winter. Seduction. Cauldron. Yeah, these folks been doing black magic on you here. And they could have left you sitting in grief. They could have left you sitting in this energy here. You could be speaking out about all of this. Man, these folks could get their ass tossed up. Yeah, seduction. I don't know what this seduction is. Somebody could have got caught up into some type of... Somebody could have been seduced into something, fell in a trap. But it's not finna get cold for you because these motherfuckers doing magic on you here. Yeah. Cauldron. Haunting in reverse. I guess they think they're gonna get away with this. Well, I'm here to tell you, you're not. I mean, we're talking about it. You're not gonna get away with this shit. Alright. Let's see here, angels. Some of you may need to do some candle magic, candle work. Okay, to connect with these elders. Probably a black candle. I feel like you're being protected by the dark forces for some reason. Yeah, because this showed up in their energy, the elder. You may need to light some type of candle, do a return to sender. Light a black candle on these motherfuckers here. And talk to these forces here that work on your behalf. Because they are there to protect you. Ooh, somebody done fucked around and found out, honey. All you gotta do is light a candle and tell them what's going on. Or tell them what you need. Yeah. Wow. I'm thinking a black candle. Okay. And you also may be feeling like you let your ancestors down. You may feel you lack confidence in yourself. They like, baby, you ain't following your intuition. We love you. We fuck with you. We'll tear this motherfucker up about you. Do you understand that? Don't ever think that we don't. I almost want to cry. Like, don't ever think that we don't love you. Don't ever think that you ain't good enough. Because you could think that you let your ancestors down or you're not living up to what they expect. But they love you. You're not following your intuition. Baby, they own that about you. They own that about you. Somebody could have tried to poison you with some type of potions and spells, but you were not rooted here. They showing you that they love you because they could have saved you for something that could have caused death or some type of ending. You are in grief, though. You don't even know that you're in grief. You don't even know what was done to you, but they protected you from this. I don't know what was done, but these motherfuckers know what they did. They could have poisoned you, whatever it is, but your ancestors block that. They protect you. You could have some type of effects behind it, though. You know, there could be some side effects behind what they did. But essentially, you're not going to face some type of death or ending here. You just need to acknowledge and work with your ancestors, because that's what's stopping you from dying or, you know, allowing this to work. Wow. You don't even know that they did this. This is sad, bro. I don't know who this wicked motherfucker is, but the answers for the show them what's wicked here. You're not being haunted by the underworld. The underworld fucks with you, okay? You're not being haunted by the underworld. It's not going to get cold for you here. Okay? But you are not able to see why your harvest is fucked up. You don't know what's going on with your inheritance, okay? Because somebody could be denying that they did black magic on you. You also did not face some type of marriage here, or you also have someone or something stealing your energy here. You're going through a rebirth. You went through a rebirth. Hell, they probably turned your ass into a mutant. After what they done did, they probably had to remake your whole, restructure your whole DNA to adjust to whatever this poison was. Because I remember one time while I was sleeping, I heard the Holy Spirit say that he was going to come and do 3 things. He said, heal the earth, turn everybody into mutants, and feed the kids. So, you know, this evokes something here. But your ancestors is not in this mess. They're like, we ain't in no motherfucker. We ain't in no mess. We ain't caught up in no web. You ain't deceived shit. And whoever is trying to deceive or do black magic, they don't have their ancestors. They can bet that. They bet not light a motherfucking candle. You hear what I'm saying? They bet not light a motherfucking candle. They can't do no more black magic. They bet not. Because if they light a candle, it'll be them doing black magic. It ain't no protection spell, bitch. You what a motherfucker need protection from. Okay? You're not going to greet the darkness. You're going to have some type of transformation here. You or somebody you're connected to here. You could have had some type of a sexual encounter that transformed your life. Okay? And you don't even know this. Or somebody, yeah. But you have protection on your journey from this. Wow, your ancestors protected you on your journey here. But you may not no longer be a healer because of this. You may need a healer. But you're not somebody that typically falls for temptation or anything like that. We got apples in reverse. You don't fall for temptation. Maybe you were seduced or something like that. I don't know, but this invoked your protection. Whatever this may be, I don't even feel like you know what it is, but they know. You're not going to face some type of death, some type of ending here. Things could be at a standstill for you. Maybe because it has something to do with how you speak. Okay? I feel like your ancestors want you to do magic. They want you to light a candle. They want you to do returns to senders. They want you to get on their motherfucking ass. Because we did say that you were a witch. You may not practice, though. I feel like your ancestors want you to practice. They want you to get on that. Yeah. They want you to get on that type of time with these motherfuckers here. Or whoever has done this. What I said, because you're going to send a banshee at their ass. This banshee works for you. They want you to invoke this. Yeah, what I said. And this won't be considered black magic. This is being returning what they did to you here. Yeah, they want you to call on this banshee that you got. Sure do. And it won't be considered black magic. You could be a tarot reader. Or you could practice divination here. In that way, more so a tarot reader here. You're communicating here. As you communicate, maybe you doing the dark magic. I don't know. You're talking. Dark moon. In the dark of your heart lives new breath awaiting for you to release its ghost. Okay, but we got the ancestors in reverse. Altar. Divination. I don't know why the ancestors is in reverse. We got the altar in upright. Divination. Third harvest. You ain't got shit. It's only up from here. I don't know why the ancestors is in reverse. Maybe, shit, maybe you are your aunt. I don't know. Why the ancestors in reverse? Maybe you feel like they don't support what you're doing. That's mischief. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. We already said that you think that you're not living up to their standards. Yes, you are. So you think that you doing dark magic, or you think that this would be that? Nah, that's mischief for you to think that you have an altar here. You don't know your power, your strength here. Somebody don't. Because you don't do rituals on people. Maybe you grew up a certain way, but yeah, that's just you. I know no death is going to come to you, though. Graveyard in reverse. You could have not had a bounce back, third harvest. You could be fucked up financially here. The underworld wants you to know that we did not condone in this shit. We don't condone in this. We're actually reflecting on what's going on with you. Wow. So you're loved by dark and light forces. Yeah, you could be a tarot reader, somebody that's speaking out here against these magic doing ass bitches here. They are dark witches here, and you could be a white witch who has connections to both realms. But you need to call on your ancestors. You have an animal spirit. Could be Native American ancestors here. You have an abundance of energy. You could be wealthy in the spirit here. You also you need to work with crystals and herbs. Whew, Lord have mercy. So that could be one reason why you need to meditate, so they can let you know who you are, what you can do, what you cannot do. Yeah, you need to practice. Because these bitches is out here practicing. They use herbs and crystals and shit. They are practicing. So the ancestors like, fuck that. We want you to do your shit then. Since these motherfuckers want to do black magic, they don't even understand that we don't even support the shit that they do. But the minute you light a candle, we getting on their ass. The minute you let us know you want us to get involved, we getting involved. Yeah. Because they playing in these folks' energy, and they don't like it. They're using their spirituality to have some type of wealth. Okay? And these people, they could be divine beings too. They ain't fucked up. They could have divinity too. They just practice. You don't. But they being haunted. They being haunted. I don't know what they being haunted by, but they being haunted. They're not in grief. They're not stuck in anything. They do rituals. They are rooted here. Or they are rooted. They're stuck here. What no potions or spells being done on them. They supposed to know what the fuck going on with you. They supposed to be your soul sisters and brothers. They supposed to be able to come help you, heal you. They do have some type of divinity here, but they could be working against you. They could be the reason why you got fucked up. I don't know, but they are rooted. They may be facing some type of death endings. Their intuition is letting them know. It's going to start reflecting in their life. Things going to start getting taken away from them. Yeah, and the ancestors may not work with them or take their altar away. The elders is here. Yeah, the elders like, bitch, you ain't. We don't have you playing in dark. Oh, wow. So they don't have that within their contract. Like, they can't just play in dark magic and think nothing happen. They don't have a connection to the dark forces. You do, though. But you are connected to dark and light forces. But whoever these people are, they are not. The elders from the dark forces know that they are not you. They know these bitches ain't them. So therefore, they can't even play with us. Ain't no mischief. We know that they ain't her. And if they call on their ancestors, they're going to greet darkness. If they light candles, they're going to greet darkness. They don't get to play in magic no more. They might be getting their shit revoked. Maybe because they could have looked down on you. Maybe they could have looked down at the fact, maybe they thought you were dark, but you kind of do have a connection to the dark and light forces. And your ancestors that's dark, the elders, they don't like how they looking at you like that. Yeah. Ooh, they don't like that shit. They don't like that they're not accepting of you. And it's clear that they've been doing black magic on you that they denying. So they might get your lick back. Mm-hmm. All right, you guys. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. And, you know, if you did not get your healer abilities taken away from you, you could just be refusing to heal these people. You staying silent about what they've done is you healing them. But, you know, that's not going to be conducive to you. You need to talk about what they did. Because you no longer healing their ass, okay? And if you think that these motherfuckers wasn't up to nothing, wasn't up to no good, you're sadly mistaken. If they're denying that they were up to no good, they're sadly mistaken. They're not going to be protected here. All right? So you have to be made aware. You have to know that they have done black magic on you. There is a need for your ancestors to protect you. So call on them. Do your rituals because you have not been doing those. This could be you or somebody you connect to. You don't do black magic on people's, but your ancestors wish you would. Your ancestors from the dark forces wish you would call on them. They want you to call because they ready to whoop ass. They ready to let a motherfucker know what they really been playing with. Oh, yeah. Maybe you don't accept them, you know? Wow. This is kind of deep here. So we got a physical, we got a 3D message and a spiritual message, okay? Uh-huh. Okay, there is always enough. Know your worth. Okay, so you don't know your worth here. Somebody that your ancestors saying, baby, you don't know your worth. There is always enough. Maybe you're thinking that you don't have enough or something. You don't know your worth because so what if you got a little? Spend that shit. Do that shit because guess what? Your ancestors going to bring it back times 10. This is how you don't know your worth. You always thinking you ain't got enough to do some shit. And you do. You are wealth. You are wealthy spiritually. Okay? This is somebody's energy here. Broke bitches, we ain't talking about y'all. Life is a mystery here. Yeah, so life is a mystery for you right now. Spirit is saying watch and wait. See what's going on here. Claim your independence. Be peace. Don't be peace. They said claim your independence. Start that shit. Start. Yeah, do that shit. Because we right behind you here. Claim your independence. I don't sit with you bitches. I don't need to sit with you bitches or whoever. You independent from them. You're different from them. And it is smoke because they ain't accepting who you are. Yeah. They want to talk shit and talk down to you about what you ain't doing. Oh, I work out, I eat healthy, whatever the fuck they saying. Bitch, they don't make you no more divine than me. Okay, I can do what I want to do, apparently, because I'm connected to both sides, both realms. I'm protected. I'm something different. We're not the same. Okay, be generous of spirit here. Be loyal to what you love. So spirit is telling you to be generous to spirit. Be generous of spirit. You know, pop your shit. Be all the way in your spirit. Own who you are. Okay. Let spirit be your guide here in reverse. So somebody's not letting spirit be their guide. Time for beginner's mind. In reverse. It's not time for beginner's mind. Let spirit be your guide in reverse. I feel like you just something different, child. I think you are full of spirit. But you don't believe in yourself. You don't know who the fuck you. Somebody here is very powerful. They something totally different. They are a complete balance of light and dark mixed. They locked in with both sides. Dream the world into being. This person can manifest changes in the world. They can bend energy. They don't know their worth, though. They don't know their power. The abundant universe will provide. What I said. The universe will provide. There's no time for a beginner's mind. Anything you want, you can have. The abundant universe will provide everything that you need. Even if, say, if you need to do these rituals, these candles, whatever you need to do, you may feel like you don't have enough. Spend your last on that shit, because, baby, they're going to make sure you get it back. The abundant universe will provide. They already said that. The number 10 could be significant. The number 8 could be significant. Number 13, 36, 54, 37, 32, 57, 68. Be at home. So they're like, be at peace with yourself here. You are not healing these people. You're not healing them, and you need to be okay with that. They ain't want to heal you. They ain't want to accept you. They want to talk down and judge you, saying you was less than. Nah, you're not going to be peace. You won't smoke with these motherfuckers. Your ancestors won't smoke with them. These elders from the underworld won't smoke with them. Open to infinite possibility here. No, you shutting their shit down. They're not open to infinite possibility here. You won't smoke with them. They don't get to just do magic on motherfuckers. Okay? Lay a solid foundation here. Somebody has not laid a solid foundation because they have not tended to the small things. Okay? Whatever they think is small. Truth transcends illusions in reverse. So somebody want to keep lying. Take time out. No, they want to keep living a lie. Whether this is you or them, they want to keep lying. So your ancestors are saying, bring your ideas to life. These motherfuckers want to keep lying. They want to keep playing their magic. So bring your ideas to life. They could do word magic through lying and shit. Okay? Time for a deep dive in reverse. Time to let go. Okay, so I'm going to take that as my note to go ahead and head out this reading. We ain't going to dive no deeper into this. Spirit is saying it's now time to let go. We said what we said. Okay? This and that are true. Yeah, these people believe a lie. They don't believe that this is true. So Spirit like, don't even go no further. All right, so I'm going to take that message. Somebody here needs to reclaim their power, though. They could have a, I don't know, maybe they have this animal within them, or they're connected to this panther energy as well. Slow and steady wins the race. All right? So thank y'all so much for tuning in. Go ahead and hit that like, share, subscribe button. Peace.